The right haircut can literally turn back the clock by a decade, while the wrong one can add years you don't need to carry. Today, we're diving deep into the haircuts that make women over 60 look absolutely radiant versus the ones that age you instantly. I'm going to share the specific cuts that celebrity stylists swear by for their mature clients, the hidden mistakes that even expensive salons make, and the one simple change that transforms your entire face shape. We'll explore why certain styles that look gorgeous on younger women become unflattering after 60, and, more importantly, which cuts actually enhance your natural beauty and make you glow. You'll discover the strategic layering techniques that add volume where you need it most, the framing methods that lift your features, and the finishing touches that complete the transformation. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to ask for at your next salon appointment and what to absolutely avoid. If you're ready to unlock the secrets to looking younger and more vibrant through the power of the perfect haircut, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling me your biggest hair challenge right now. Let's start with the foundation, because understanding your face shape is the game changer that determines whether a haircut will flatter you or work against you.
Life's a rhythm movie.
Your face shape is the blueprint that determines which haircuts will enhance your features and which ones will work against you. As we age, our faces naturally change, bone structure becomes more pronounced, and skin may lose some firmness, which means the cuts that worked in our 30s and 40s might not serve us as well now. Understanding these changes is crucial for choosing a hairstyle that truly flatters. If you have an oval face, you're incredibly fortunate because this shape works beautifully with most haircuts. The key is maintaining balance and avoiding styles that are too severe or geometric. Soft layers that frame your face, shoulder-length bobs with gentle curves, and even pixie cuts with textured tops all work wonderfully. The secret is keeping some softness around your jawline rather than harsh, blunt edges that can appear too stark against mature skin. Round faces benefit tremendously from cuts that create vertical lines and add height at the crown. Long layers that start below the chin, asymmetrical bobs that angle downward, and styles with volume at the roots help elongate your face shape. Avoid blunt bobs that hit right at your jawline, as these can emphasize width rather than creating the illusion of length you want to achieve. Square faces need softening around the strong jawline that becomes more prominent with age. Wispy layers that curve around your face, side-swept bangs that break up the forehead, and cuts that are longest at the jawline help create a more oval appearance. The goal is to add curves and movement, rather than geometric lines that echo your natural bone structure. Heart-shaped faces, wider at the forehead and temples, look stunning with cuts that add fullness at the jawline. Chin-length bobs, layers that flip outward at the ends, and styles with volume through the lower half of your hair create beautiful balance. Avoid too much height at the crown or styles that expose too much forehead, as these can emphasize the width up top. Long faces need width and volume at the sides rather than height. Shoulder-length cuts with layers that curve outward, soft waves that add fullness, and even well-executed shags can create the illusion of width. Stay away from very long straight styles or high updos that elongate your face further. But here's what most people don't realize. The texture and thickness of your hair changes significantly as you mature, and this affects how any cut will look on you. Fine hair that may have been thick in your younger years needs different techniques, while coarse hair that's become more wiry requires specific approaches to look polished and elegant. This brings us to the specific cuts that either age you dramatically or take years off your appearance. Now that we understand how face shapes work with mature features, let's talk about the specific cuts that either add years or subtract them. The difference often lies in subtle details that most people overlook, but these nuances make all the difference in your overall appearance. The most aging mistake I see is the overly short, severe pixie cut. While pixie cuts can be absolutely stunning on mature women, the key is in the execution. Harsh, geometric pixies with no softness around the face can emphasize every line and make features appear too sharp. Instead, opt for textured pixies with longer pieces around the ears and nape, soft micro bangs that don't create a hard line across your forehead, and subtle layers that add movement rather than a helmet-like appearance. Blunt bobs that hit exactly at the jawline are another common culprit. This length tends to settle right where jowls may be developing, drawing attention to areas you'd rather minimize. The solution is either going shorter to a chin-length bob with soft layers, or longer to graze the collarbone with graduated layers that create movement and flow. Long, one-length hair without any layering can be incredibly draining on mature faces. It pulls everything downward, emphasizes any thinning that may be occurring, and can look dated rather than elegant. Strategic layering starting around the cheekbones adds bounce, movement, and creates the illusion of fuller, more youthful hair. On the flip side, the cuts that consistently take years off start with the modern shag. This isn't the shag of the 70s, but rather a sophisticated version with layers throughout that add texture and movement. The key is having the longest layers hit around your collarbone, with shorter layers starting around your cheekbones to frame and lift your features. The lob, or long bob, is incredibly flattering when cut properly. It should hit somewhere between your chin and shoulders, with subtle layers that add body without being choppy. The ends should have a slight curve inward rather than being perfectly straight, which creates a more polished, youthful appearance. Layered cuts that focus on adding volume at the crown are game changers for mature hair. As hair naturally thins with age, these strategic layers create lift and fullness exactly where you need it most. The layers should blend seamlessly rather than looking stepped or choppy, creating a smooth silhouette that appears naturally voluminous. Side swept bangs are incredibly effective at softening features and drawing attention to your eyes rather than any concerns about your forehead or hairline. They should be cut to blend seamlessly with your side layers rather than sitting as a separate element on your head. The asymmetrical bob deserves special mention because, when done correctly, it creates visual interest and a modern edge while still being sophisticated. The key is keeping the difference in length subtle rather than dramatic, creating a gentle angle that flatters rather than overwhelms. But even the most perfectly cut hair won't look its best without the right styling techniques and finishing touches that bring everything together. The perfect cut is only half the equation. How you style and finish your hair determines whether you achieve that youthful, polished look or fall short of your hair's potential. These techniques work with any of the flattering cuts we've discussed and can transform your daily routine. Volume at the crown is absolutely essential for a youthful appearance. As we age, hair naturally loses density, especially at the top of the head. The solution is strategic blow drying using a round brush, lifting sections of hair up and away from your scalp while directing the airflow from roots to ends. Start with damp hair and a volumizing mousse applied to the roots only. Work in small sections, rolling the brush under and lifting up, holding for a few seconds before releasing. This creates lasting lift that doesn't look teased or artificial. The direction you style your hair makes a tremendous difference. Always blow dry and style your hair away from your face rather than toward it. This opens up your features and creates a more lifting effect. When using hot tools, curl or wave pieces away from your face as well, which creates a naturally flattering frame around your features. Texture is your secret weapon for creating the appearance of fuller, more youthful hair. After styling, use a texturizing spray or powder at the roots and mid-lengths to add grip and movement. This prevents hair from lying flat against your head and creates that coveted lived-in look that appears effortless yet polished. The finish you choose for your hair ends matters more than most people realize. Perfectly straight, blunt ends can look harsh and unforgiving on mature faces. Instead, add the slightest bend or curve to your ends using a large barrel curling iron or even a flat iron turned slightly inward. This creates softness and movement that's infinitely more flattering. Color placement works hand in hand with your cut to enhance the youthful effect. Strategic highlights around your face, especially lighter pieces that frame your features, create dimension and draw attention to your eyes. Avoid solid, flat color that can appear one-dimensional. Instead, opt for subtle variations in tone that mimic how hair naturally lightens in the sunday. Your part plays a crucial role in the overall effect. A deep side part is almost universally more flattering than a center part on mature women. It creates a symmetry that's visually interesting and allows you to sweep hair across your forehead in a way that's softening rather than severe. Avoid parting your hair in the exact same place every day, as this can create a permanent indent and make thinning more apparent. Styling products should enhance rather than weigh down your hair. Lightweight mousses for volume, texturizing sprays for grip, and flexible hold hairsprays that allow movement are your best friends. Avoid heavy creams, oils, or pomades that can make mature hair look flat and greasy. The final touches that complete your look include regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks to maintain the shape of your cut, deep conditioning treatments to keep your hair healthy and shiny, and professional color touch-ups that keep your highlights fresh and vibrant. Remember, the goal isn't to fight against aging, but to work with your changing features to create a look that's sophisticated, modern, and authentically you. The right cut and styling techniques can absolutely take years off your appearance while making you feel confident and beautiful. If this video helped you understand how to choose and style a haircut that makes you look younger, please subscribe for more beauty tips specifically for women over 60. I'd love to hear from you, so comment below and tell me which styling technique you're most excited to try, or what your biggest hair challenge has been. Your questions help me create content that truly serves you.